Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Tanvi Taneja, coming up in the next 30 minutes. India rejects Pakistan's accusation over Baluchistan school bus attack, calls it Islamabad's attempt to hoodwink the world that is doomed to fail. India's diplomatic outreach on Operation Sindoor begins to expose Pak-backed terror to the world. First two delegations head to Japan and the UAE. Israeli troops fire warning shots during diplomatic delegation's visit to the occupied West Bank, later apologize for the act. EU's Kaya Kallas says any threats to diplomats unacceptable. And Russia denies stalling Ukraine peace talks, says a lot of work on a possible deal is on behind closed doors. On the question of Vatican hosting these talks, Kremlin says no decision made yet on the venue. And Mizoram becomes the first Indian state to achieve full literacy, marking a historic milestone in the state's educational journey. India has rejected the baseless allegations made by Pakistan regarding Indian involvement in Khusdar blast of Baluchistan. In response to media queries regarding the same, spokesperson of the India's Ministry of External Affairs, Ranveer Jaiswal, said, and I quote, India rejects the baseless allegations made by Pakistan regarding Indian involvement with the incident in Khusdar earlier today. India condoles the loss of lives in all such incidents. However, in order to divert attention from its reputation as the global epicenter of terrorism and to hide its own gross failings, it has become second nature of Pakistan to blame India for all its internal issues. This attempt to hoodwink the world is doomed to fail. Earlier, a suicide car bomb rammed into a military-run school bus in the restive southwestern Pakistan's Baluchistan, killing at least 6 people, including 3 children, and injuring 38 others. Authorities said that the attack took place in Baluchistan's Khusdar district when the bus was taking children to school. Security forces rushed to the scene and cordoned off the area soon after the incident. Now, the government of India has declared a Pakistani official working at the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi persona non grata for indulging in activities not in keeping with his official status in India. The official has been asked to leave India within 24 hours. Chargé d'Affaires Pakistan High Commission was issued a démarche to this effect today. He was asked to strictly ensure that none of the Pakistani diplomats or officials in India misuse their privileges and status in any manner. Moving on now, India is set to embark on an ambitious development program for its mega railway infrastructure under the Amrit Bharat Yojana. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually inaugurate over 100 railway stations nationwide from the northwest Indian city of Bikaner on Thursday. Spread in 86 districts across 18 states and union territories, the upgraded railway stations will feature state-of-the-art infrastructure and facilities, offering a world-class travel experience for passengers. Known for its famous Karni Mata temple, the small town of Deshnok in Bikaner is all set to host the Prime Minister of India. After the tremendous success of Operation Sindoor, Prime Minister Modi will present a bouquet of development projects, including 103 Amrit stations, along with the one at Deshnok. DD India's Vishal Barrister sent us this report.
Deshnok railway station is getting ready for the big day. Redeveloped keeping in mind the rich history and culture of Bikaner, the station has a special gallery showcasing the war heroes of independent India. Deshnok is one of the 103 Amrit stations that would be dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on May 22nd. The station redevelopment bouquet includes development projects worth 27,000 crores across India.
These used to be very small stations, and what station now it is, we have matched both the old as well as the new one, and the kind of matching what has been done, the kind of importance to our hero and the salutes, what you can see here, what we have given, really it is wonderful.
Before inaugurating the station, Prime Minister Modi would also offer his prayers at the world-famous Karni Mata Mandir. The 16th century temple is known for its rats called Kaaba. According to the legend, spotting a white rat is considered to be auspicious.
650 साल हमारे मंदिर को बने हुए हैं और मंदिर की स्थापना के बाद में पहले पीएम है जो हमारे देश में मां करनी के दर्शन के लिए आ रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए मैं पीएम साहब का बहुत-बहुत हार्दिक आभार और अभिनंदन करना चाहूँगा.
The pilgrims thronging the temple are very excited over the visit of the Prime Minister. People here are expressing their solidarity for Operation Sindoor. Deshnok falls under Bikaner, which is strategically located on the western front, sharing the border with Pakistan.
हमको बहुत ही ज़्यादा खुशी है क्योंकि हम दिल से उनका सम्मान करते हैं. उन्होंने हमारे देश के लिए काफ़ी कुछ किया है और अभी जस्ट ऑपरेशन सिंदूर जो चल रहा था उसमें भी उन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छा योगदान दिया अपना.
प्रधानमंत्री जी हमारे तेजस्वी युवाओं के प्रति ज़्यादा सोचते हैं, ये सोच उनकी मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी लगती है. और एक उनका जो यात्रा करने का तरीका है, सब जगह जा जाकर सबसे मिलना जुलना और नई सोच विकसित करना, तो वो मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है.
अनाया, ये बताओ प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैसे लगते हैं आपको?
अच्छे.
क्यों?
क्योंकि वो हमसे बहुत प्यार करते हैं और मेरे जैसे बच्चों से बहुत प्यार करते हैं.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be the first Prime Minister to offer his prayers and worship here. People are so excited because Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his leadership has shown the world that Operation Sindoor is only a trailer that India has to offer for its enemies. With cameraman Vicky Rajput in Deshnok, this is Vishal Baristo for DD India.
Under Amrit Bharat Station scheme, a Bhilai railway station located in Durg district of Chhattisgarh has been upgraded with modern amenities such as waiting area, CCTV to make travelling more comfortable, safe and of a higher standard for passengers. Bhanu Pratappur railway station of Southeast Central Railway Zone's Raipur division has been redeveloped under the Amrit Bharat station scheme with modern eco-friendly amenities. The upgraded station now boasts a modern architectural facade, smart parking zones, energy efficient lighting and a focus on accessibility for all. Urkura railway station located in Chhattisgarh's Raipur has also been redesigned with digital bookings counters and automatic ticket vending machines helping reduce queues. These steps will ensure seamless ticketing access experience for disabled passengers. All ticket counters have been retrofitted with dual height platforms to support those with disabilities, an important step towards inclusive transit design. Under Indian Railways' ambitious Amrit Bharat station scheme, upgraded Dongagad railway station of Chhattisgarh now offers a more comfortable and accessible travel experience to passengers across central India. The redevelopment aims to bridge infrastructure gaps in Tier 2 and Tier 3 urban centres by integrating sustainability with smart design. After giving a befitting reply to Pakistan's aggression with the successful conduct of Operation Sindoor, launched in the wake of dastardly Pahalgam terror attack, India has begun its diplomatic outreach to further expose Pakistan, which has been promoting terrorism as its state policy. Out of the 7 multi-party delegations formed to reach out to the international community on Pakistan's nefarious design and India's successful anti-terror operation, the first delegation embarked on its journey on Wednesday. The team led by Janata Dal United leader Sanjay Jha is the first to leave. The delegation will travel to Indonesia, Malaysia, the Republic of Korea, Japan and Singapore. The next to leave will be the delegation led by Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde. This team will travel to the UAE, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sierra Leone and Liberia. Another 5 delegations will also begin their tour in the coming days. The delegations will visit a total of 32 countries till the 5th of next month to present India's firm stand against Pakistan-sponsored cross-border terrorism. Echoing a united stance against terrorism, NCP-SCP MP Supriya Sule, who is the part of the delegation, has asserted that the members of all party delegations are representing India and not any political party during their visit to foreign countries as part of an outreach effort against Pakistan's support for terrorism on the global stage.
I am very, very grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister, to the MEA Jaishankarji and to Kiran Rijiju. He has shown faith in all of us, and this is not about politics. We are going as proud Indians who want to fight against terrorism, and we condemn any terrorist activities anywhere in the world. India has always led for peace and harmony and happiness. So that's the message all of us are taking.
As part of the Indian diplomatic outreach, the Indian delegation visiting the UAE will leave later today. DD India's Vinod Kumar has filed this report from Dubai.
The delegation to the United Arab Emirates will start their campaign on May 21st onwards. The group is led by Member of Parliament Shrikant Shinde and 7 other MPs, which include Bansiri Swaraj, E.T. Mohammad Bashir, Adul Garg, Dr. Sasmit Patra, Manan Kumar Mishra, along with former Minister of State S.S. Ahluwalia and former senior diplomat Sujan Chinoy. The delegation's 2-day visit will begin with high-level engagements in Abu Dhabi on Thursday. Confirmed meetings include interaction with His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, followed by discussions at the UAE Federal National Council with Dr. Ali Al Nawami and members of the Council's key committee. They are also scheduled to meet with officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the National Media Office. A media interaction with the newspaper National is expected later in the day, followed by a meeting with the strategic political affairs analyst Amjad Taha. A key highlight of the visit will be the delegation's outreach to the Indian community, scheduled at the Indian Embassy's auditorium in Abu Dhabi. On Friday, the group will visit the Anwar Gargash Diplomatic Academy for discussions with Director General Nikolai Mladinov, and in Dubai, the delegation will participate in policy dialogue hosted by the Fikr Institute and is expected to give interviews to media houses including Gulf News and Khaleej Times. The team will depart early Saturday morning to Kinshasa, continuing India's extensive global engagement. This is Vinod Kumar for DD India.
The Indian Navy formally inducted and named the ancient stitched ship as INSV Condinia today at a ceremonial event held at the naval base Karwar. India's Minister of Culture Gajendra Singh Shekhawat presided over the event as the chief guest. The stitched ship is a recreation of a 5th century CE ship inspired by a painting from the Ajanta caves. Inducted as an Indian naval sailing vessel, Condinia will be based at Karwar. The ship will now embark on her next historic phase, involving preparations for a transoceanic voyage along the ancient trade route from Gujarat to Oman, scheduled for later this year. Now, in a significant nationwide outreach effort, Tiranga Yatra is being held in various parts of India to honour the courage and sacrifice of Indian armed forces following the successful Operation Sindoor in response to the horrific Pahalgam terror attack. In this series, Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma attended the Tiranga Yatra in Jaipur, with locals excitedly chanting patriotic slogans and showing unwavering support for the Indian Defence Forces for their bravery and sacrifice during Operation Sindoor. In Hyderabad, the Tiranga Yatra was graced by the Indian Army officers and veterans who led the rally with dignity and pride. Throughout the route, citizens showered flowers upon the marchers, offering them a warm and heartfelt welcome. In Chhattisgarh, security forces neutralized 27 dreaded Maoists, including its top leader, Nambala Keshav Rao, alias Basavaraj, in an encounter in Bujmad area of Narayanpur district on Wednesday morning. The operation by the District Reserve Guard, DRG, was carried out in the 4 districts of Narayanpur, Dantewada, Bijapur and Kondagaon. It was based on information that a senior Naxal leader was hiding in specific areas in Bujmad. DRG forces recovered all the bodies and seized arms and ammunition from the area. One Jawan was also martyred in the gunfight. This big news comes less than a month after security forces undertook a major anti-Naxal operation codenamed Black Forest in and around Karegutalu Hills on the Chhattisgarh-Telangana border, killing 31 Naxals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed the elimination of Naxals or left-wing extremists as a remarkable success. In a social media post on X, Prime Minister Modi said, "Proud of our forces for this remarkable success, our government is committed to eliminating the menace of Maoism and ensuring a life of peace and progress for our people." Home Minister Amit Shah also termed it as a landmark achievement in the battle to eliminate Naxalism. In a tweet, he said, and I quote him, "Today, in an operation in Narayanpur, Chhattisgarh, our security forces have neutralized 27 dreaded Maoists, including Nambala Keshav Rao alias Basav Raju, the General Secretary of CPI Maoist topmost leader and the backbone of the Naxal movement. This is the first time in 3 decades of Bharat's battle against Naxalism that a General Secretary ranked leader has been neutralized by our forces. I applaud our brave security forces and agencies for this major breakthrough. Also glad to share that after the completion of Operation Black Forest, 54 Naxalites have been arrested and 84 of them have surrendered in Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Maharashtra. The Modi government is resolved to eliminate Naxalism before 31st of March 2026. Unquote. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is on an official visit to Europe, and on the first leg of his European tour, Dr. Jaishankar is in Denmark. He met the Danish Minister for Industry, Business and Financial Affairs, Morten Bodskov, in Copenhagen. They discussed ways to deepen existing areas of cooperation and explore new possibilities. You're watching DD India Live, still to come on the show. US President Donald Trump unveils plans for $175 billion Golden Dome defense shield for the US. The system aims to counter next-generation aerial threats. And Gujarat rose with pride as the latest Asiatic lion census records 891 lions, a 32% rise since 2020.
What made India's Operation Sindoor a strategic masterstroke? Why did a 72-hour air blitz shift global power equations? And how did Pakistan's prized US and Chinese defense technology crumble overnight? What does this mean for the myth of Chinese military supremacy? And from electronic dominance of battlefield precision, Operation Sindoor has redrawn the map of deterrence. We decode the numbers, the silence of superpowers, and the rise of India as a credible 21st century military power. Catch it all this Wednesday at 8 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I am Tanvi Taneja. On to West Asia now. Israeli forces apologized for firing warning shots in the air as a group of foreign diplomats visited the West Bank city of Jenin earlier today. The foreign diplomats were entering the Jenin refugee camp when the incident occurred. Israel's military said the troops fired warning shots after diplomats deviated an approved route during visit to the occupied West Bank. The Israeli statement also said no injuries were reported. Meanwhile, EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas called on Israel to investigate the matter and hold the responsible accountable. She added that any threats on diplomats' lives are unacceptable, while Belgium has also demanded Israeli explanation after warning shots were fired at diplomats. Amid rising international pressure on Israel to allow humanitarian aid in Gaza, the United Arab Emirates, UAE, has said that it has reached an agreement with Israel to allow the delivery of aid. The agreement was announced last night following a phone call between UAE Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan and his Israeli counterpart Gideon Saar. According to a statement on the UAE's Ministry of Foreign Affairs website, the aid will address the food needs of around 15,000 civilians in the Gaza Strip in the initial phase. It added that the aid also includes essential supplies to support bakeries and critical items for infant care, while ensuring a continuous supply to meet the ongoing needs of civilians. However, Israel has not yet commented on the agreement. Israeli officials earlier informed that 93 trucks entered Gaza on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the UK has paused trade negotiations with Israel over the country's aid blockade in Gaza. It comes after the UN warned that 14,000 babies could die in the next 48 hours if the blockade of the enclave continues. British Foreign Secretary David Lammy said that the threat of starvation is hanging over hundreds of thousands of civilians in Gaza. Addressing MPs, Lammy said that the UK is suspending negotiations with the Israeli government on a new free trade agreement and is summoning the Israeli ambassador to the UK.
Announcing that we have suspended negotiations with this Israeli government on a new free trade agreement. We will be reviewing cooperation with them under the 2030 bilateral roadmap. The Netanyahu's government's actions have made this necessary. Madam Deputy Speaker, today, my honourable friend, the Minister for the Middle East, is summoning the Israeli ambassador to the Foreign Office to convey this message.
On to the Russia-Ukraine war now. Russia on Wednesday rejected Ukrainian and European accusations that it was trying to drag out the peace process around Ukraine, but said that no decision had yet been made on a venue for talks when asked if they could be hosted by the Vatican. Earlier, US President Donald Trump said on Monday that it would be great for Russia and Ukraine to hold ceasefire talks at the Vatican, saying that it would add extra significance to the proceedings. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that Russia welcomed the readiness and efforts of all parties who want to contribute to a speedy settlement, but nothing had been decided yet about where the next meeting should be held, adding Moscow had not received any specific proposals from the Vatican. Now, the United Kingdom and Europe announced major sanctions against Russia on Tuesday without waiting for Washington to join them. Both the countries said that their new measures would zero in on Moscow's shadow fleet of oil tankers and financial firms that have helped it avoid the impact of other sanctions imposed over the conflict. The sanctions target entities supporting Russia's military machine, energy exports and information war, as well as financial institutions helping to fund Putin's offensive in Ukraine. The British measures alone impact around 100 entities and individuals. Trump had indicated on Monday that following his call with Putin, that the US was not ready to join European sanctions efforts. Responding to the new sanctions, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova accused Europe of trying to prevent the resumption of direct dialogue, adding that Russia never responds to ultimatums.
Immediately after the talks between Russian and Ukrainian delegations in Istanbul, Zelensky and his European buddies spoke in favor of strengthening of the anti-Russian sanctions. Yet again, they started to sing the old song about impossibility to trust Russia, which should be punished, as they put it, for the failure to obey ultimatum demand about 30-day ceasefire, which Kiev regime and its European sponsors tried to present as a certain step towards settlement. Russia never responds to ultimatums.
Однако у этих всех деятелей ничего не вышло.
US President Donald Trump unveiled a $175 billion Golden Dome missile defense shield on Tuesday, naming Space Force General Michael Gwitlein to lead the project. The system, involving hundreds of satellites, is designed to defend against threats from China and Russia. Speaking from the Oval Office, Trump said Canada expressed interest in joining the effort. The initiative faces political and financial hurdles, with scrutiny over the bidding process and concerns over SpaceX's role. Key defense contractors Palantir and Anduril are also contenders in building the system components. Back to India now. Mizoram has become the first state in the country to achieve full literacy, marking a historic milestone in the state's educational journey. The declaration was made at a special ceremony held in Aizawl. Mizoram's chief minister congratulated the state and said that the state has set an example for the rest of the country. As per the periodic labour force survey 2023-24, Mizoram's literacy rate now stands at 98.2%. The Ministry of Education considers a state fully literate if its literacy rate crosses 95%. Gujarat rose with pride as the latest Asiatic lion census records 891 lions, a 32% rise since 2020. Conducted across 35,000 square kilometers, the survey highlights growing population of Asiatic lions in Amreli and new satellite areas like the Barda Sanctuary. This is a major boost for Project Lion and India's wildlife conservation efforts.
The 16th population estimation of Asiatic lions has been officially announced by Chief Minister of Gujarat on 21st May, and the numbers are roaring. Gujarat is now home to 891 lions, marking a remarkable 32.19% increase since 2020 and a 70% rise over the last decade. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the efforts being made under Project Lion, which are ensuring the protection of lions in Gujarat, along with providing them a favourable environment. The census conducted from May 10th to 13th covered 35,000 square kilometers across 11 districts using the direct beat verification method. Over 3,800 personnel, including forest officials, NGOs and locals participated in this mega exercise. The lion population includes 196 adult males, 330 adult females, 140 sub-adults and 225 cubs. Amreli district leads with 339 lions, while satellite populations like Savarkundala Lilia and Barda Sanctuary show promising growth. Lions were recorded at 358 locations, with over 44% spotted in non-forested areas, highlighting expanding territories. Thanks to robust conservation efforts under Project Lion, Gujarat has successfully created a second home for lions within the state, securing the future of this majestic species. Taposh Bhattacharya's report for DD India.
That's all for this edition of DD India Live. Do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. Connect with us on our different social media handles at DD India Live, and you can also download our DD India mobile app for quick news and updates on the go. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks air on DD India. I'm Tanvi Taneja from all of us here in New Delhi. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.